Dallas County Sheriff Lupe Valdez wants to say a big thank you to her employees. She's put together a committee to plan an employee appreciation dinner that's going to cost about $20,000, and raising some of that money to pay for it is being done through a raffle. Fox 4 was contacted last week by some county employees who say the Sheriff's Department cannot hold a raffle because it's not a nonprofit. Fox 4's Sean Rabb has our story.
How you doing? Hey, how's it going? How many are you taking?
Dallas Sheriff Lupe Valdez touching her employees at a pay-for-plate lunch in the jail.
We're having a fundraiser for the employee award ceremony for next year.
The sheriff wanting to celebrate employees with an appreciation dinner at the Omni Hotel.
Everybody else has a police banquet or a fire person's banquet or a rescue banquet, and we have no banquet.
And no budget. So, fundraisings included luncheons like this and the selling of raffle tickets. Flyers were both emailed and posted about the event. Some sheriff's employees contacted Fox 4 saying the department raising revenue through a raffle violates state law because the Sheriff's Department is not a nonprofit organization.
And it's a nonprofit organization called the Sheriff Bridge to the Community.
The sheriff says the raffle tickets are being sold through the nonprofit she started several years ago. But the problem is that's not mentioned on the flyers or the raffle tickets.
Yes, and it was an oversight on our part.
Assistant Chief Deputy Cheryl Wilson is raising funds and planning the appreciation program.
It should have been the bridge to the community, but we put the Sheriff's Department on it. We have corrected that moving forward and acknowledged that we just had an oversight.
The Attorney General's website, in its section on raffles, says proceeds from ticket sales must be used only for the charitable purposes of the qualified organization. Attorney Chris Gober specializes in political law.
Based off what the invitation says, it appears that the proceeds would be turned around and be used for the Sheriff's Department itself to conduct an event.
Can you use money generated by a raffle for a nonprofit to pay for an appreciation dinner?
Yes. And we vetted it through the county attorneys, and then we went to the state attorneys, and we vetted it through both areas to make sure that we're doing the right thing. And the right thing is to continue to do things to go out of our way to show our appreciation for our employees.
All right, Sean Rabb's in studio. And this comes down to legal. Not what we want. I mean, we all like county sheriff's deputies. We'd like them to have a dinner and we'd like to contribute to that. But is that what that lawyer said, a charitable purpose? If I donated to that, could I write it off on my taxes? That kind of thing.
Right. Well, the sheriff says, yes, she can do this with monies through her nonprofit. And she says that, in fact, she's used the nonprofit before, Steve, for a couple of three things that she mentioned. One, she says she used the nonprofit for the Fallen Deputies Memorial. Two, she says for the Prostitution Diversion Program. And three, she says she's used the nonprofit to buy meals and pay for shirts for folks in the Sheriff's Citizens Academy. So she says, yeah.
And not necessarily directly related, but the constable's office got in some problems with money that was supposed to be a raffle and not really being a nonprofit.
Right. That was Constable Derek Evans, you'll recall, and the reason that's why he got in trouble. It was monies used for re-election. You cannot use it in any kind of an election event. As for those deputies that complained anonymously to us,
what about them?
Well, if they have a problem, she says they need to go to the Attorney General and file a complaint if they think something's wrong with what she's doing here.
Okay, Sean, thanks.
All right.
We'll see where it goes. Thank you.